ABC canceled Bill Maher after 9/11. Then he made $140 million. In June 2002, the network pulled the plug on Bill Maher's show. Not because the ratings were bad, not because he broke any rules, because he told the truth, and advertisers threatened to leave. Within 24 hours, a 9-year career was over. Or so everyone thought. What happened next is one of the most ruthless comeback stories in the history of television. Before HBO, before the $140 million, before the sold-out arenas. There was a night in September 2001, 10 days after the worst terrorist attack in American history, when Bill Maher said something on live television that the entire country was not ready to hear. And the machinery that destroyed him kicked into motion immediately. I'm going to show you exactly what happened, who was responsible, and how Bill Maher turned the most humiliating moment of his career into the foundation of a $140 million empire. Stay until the end. Because the last chapter of this story is the one that nobody in entertainment will say out loud. Bill Maher had been hosting Politically Incorrect since 1993. The show started on Comedy Central, moved to ABC in 1997, and built a loyal audience of millions. The format was simple. 4 guests, celebrities, politicians, journalists, debating the news of the day, uncensored, unscripted, no teleprompter. Then came September 11th, 2001. The entire country was in shock. Television went quiet. Comedians went quiet. But Bill Maher's show kept talking. On September 17th, 6 days after the attacks, a guest on the show called the hijackers cowards. Maher pushed back. He said, "We have been the cowards, lobbing cruise missiles from 2,000 miles away, staying in the airplane when it hits the building. Say what you want about it, but it's not cowardly." The comment was taken out of context immediately. The White House weighed in. Ari Fleischer, press secretary to President Bush, named Maher specifically, called his comments a terrible thing to say, warned that Americans needed to watch what they say. FedEx pulled their advertising. Sears pulled their advertising. Affiliates across the country refused to air the show. And ABC went silent. In May 2002, 8 months after the comment, they canceled Politically Incorrect. No press conference, no defense of their host, no fight. They just cut him loose. The network did not cancel him because he was wrong. They canceled him because defending him was expensive. But here's what nobody talks about. ABC's decision did not just end a show. It accidentally handed Bill Maher the most valuable thing in television, a platform where advertisers would never have power over him again. In February 2003, 8 months after ABC canceled him, Bill Maher was back on television. Real Time with Bill Maher, HBO. And this time, the entire structure was different. On ABC, advertisers pay the bills, which means advertisers control what gets said. On HBO, subscribers pay the bills, which means no advertiser can call a network executive and get a show canceled. Bill Maher did not just get a new job. He moved to a structure where the weapon that destroyed him no longer existed. Real Time launched in February 2003. In January 2026, Season 24 just premiered. HBO has already renewed it through 2028, over 20 years later. The show they tried to kill is still the most talked about political program on television. HBO pays Maher a reported $10 million or more per year. Over 20 years, that is over $200 million in salary alone. Before touring, before specials, before investments. The lesson, the advertiser model is a leash. HBO cut the leash, Maher ran. Now here's the part of this story that most people miss entirely. Bill Maher did not just rebuild his career. He built multiple income streams, completely separate from television, that earned millions, whether Real Time airs or not. While Real Time was running, Maher quietly built the infrastructure most TV hosts never bother with. Stand-up comedy tours. He performs in arenas, not clubs, not theaters, arenas. Top comedians at his level earn between $500,000 and $1 million per show. Maher performs dozens of dates a year. That is $10 to $20 million annually, from live performances alone. He produces his own HBO specials. He owns the production company. Every dollar flows back to him. Then there's the investment that most people never hear about. In 2012, Maher purchased a 4% stake in the New York Mets for $20 million. In 2020, the Mets were sold. Maher's stake returned approximately $80 million. He turned $20 million into $80 million, a 4x return while hosting a TV show. His net worth is now estimated at $140 million. Television salary, touring, production ownership, a sports investment that paid 4 times over. Every single stream, built after the cancellation. He did not recover from being canceled. He used it. Think about what would have happened if ABC had not canceled him. He would still be on a network show, still subject to advertiser pressure, still watching his words, still employed, but never free. Instead, the cancellation forced a move that tripled his income and removed every structural constraint that had been limiting him. For over 20 years on HBO, he has said things that would have gotten him fired from any network in the country. Nobody could stop him, because nobody was paying for advertising. The real lesson: the structure you work inside determines how far you can go. Sometimes getting thrown out of the wrong structure is the best thing that can happen to you. ABC canceled him to protect advertiser revenue. HBO signed him because controversy drives subscriptions. 20 years later, $140 million. The network that fired him is now owned by Disney and struggling for relevance. The show they canceled is now in its 24th season, renewed through 2028. The man they threw away, worth $140 million. An untouchable. Every week on Rich Realm, we break down how the world's wealthiest people built their empires, including the ones who got knocked down first. Hit subscribe, because the next story is even darker than this one.